Hello, lovely people. It's Sakino on Sunday again. And today I want to talk about something that is sometimes keeping me busy. And it also comes up with clients a lot. It's the subject about the have tos in our lives. So, what is it that those have tos are about? Well, I was busy with it yesterday and today. This morning, when I woke up, I thought, well, I still have to record this Sakino on Sunday video because my friends are expecting to see a video on YouTube again. So I was reflecting on, do I have to? Well, I'm not sure if I really have to, if it's a must, if it's an obligation that I have to fulfill. So I was sitting with my coffee and my toast, and I was reflecting on that, and I thought, well, what is it that makes these have tos so threatening for people sometimes, even when they think they have to do certain things like creating friendships or going to work or having a certain position or aiming at specific goals. People feel so obliged to those have tos, or you can say musts, in their lives. We must be in a particular way. We must do certain things. We have to. We are obliged to certain behaviors, like being, well, for instance, phoning your friends every week, or your mother, or your father, or your siblings, or whatever it is. But that's a very common thing. So is that really a have to, a must? Or what is it that makes us think these things? And I thought, what is it when I feel obliged to, let's say, certain things that I have subscribed myself to do, and I just don't feel like doing them? Do I still have to do them? So I was reflecting on these kind of things, and then I was thinking, well, some things that I have subscribed myself to are around issues that are really important to me, like my health. So doing particular exercises or trainings to keep my body healthy. These are things that I feel I have to do, otherwise my body will deteriorate. It will just not be as strong as I want it to be in order to live the life I want to live. So to do those particular training units, sometimes I don't do them because I really don't feel like, but most of the time I sometimes even drag myself to do them. I don't feel like, but I feel I have to. Otherwise, my body is not staying healthy, and I have pains in my back or whatever. So these things, sometimes I force myself to do them. Then there are other things, like how I do my bookkeeping. I know I have to in order to do my tax declarations and in order to not lose things. But the way I do them and when I do them is not such a strong have to. Then doing those videos, Sakino on Sunday, is something I really like to do. And because I like to be connected, and I talked about connection the other day, and I like to be connected in a way that makes me feel I am doing something valuable for myself and also for the friends that I'm talking to. So this is something that feels like a have to, but it's also a have to that doesn't feel like a burden so much. So I thought, well, I want to do these videos, so today I will talk about the subject that I'm busy with myself at this moment, which is the have-tos. So in that sense, I transformed the have to into a I want to, I choose to. And sometimes those choices, decisions are not so easy to make. And you might know that from yourself too, that some of your choices in life that you make are coming from a point of, well, let me think about the consequences if I don't do that, and then you might choose to do it, even though you don't feel like doing. And that's the same for me. Sometimes there are things that, well, I don't feel like doing them. But then I do them anyway because I think the consequences of not doing them are consequences I don't want to have. So I do them, even though I don't feel like. Feelings are not always a good guide. Many times they are, but not always. In terms of, for instance, in terms of health, maybe you don't feel like doing particular things for your health, like keeping a particular eating food preference. Well, we all know that too much sugar isn't very healthy to do, even though we feel like having sweets all the time. So, for a particular reason, to keep our body healthy, we might choose other foods at times, even though we feel like having sugar. And the same goes for other things too. Or spending too much money, even if you feel like we would like to do this or that or this, which costs a lot of money, but we have to be reasonable about the money we have. So we might choose more rationally to not do what we feel like doing. So, and then there are, of course, other situations where feeling is essential. And then, coming back to the have-tos, if we can create a feeling of wanting around the have-tos, then we might even sometimes choose that we do what we have to do. And that's what made me do this video today, because I felt I really wanted to talk about that issue, even though it might be a little bit awkward to talk about the have-tos and the feeling of have to or not have to. And maybe it doesn't even make sense to you at all. But I really wanted to share those thoughts. So let me know what you think about have-tos and musts and not feeling like doing particular things or feeling like doing particular things. Just share with me if you want. I will be happy to communicate with you, like every week. I'm happy about all the feedbacks and the emails I get And I am happy to answer and to stay in connection with you. So I wish you a lovely Sunday and a very good week ahead, and sending you lots of love from my heart.